We should get a lot of white people behind us and be like, these people want to get inside this club. We want them to get inside this club. It's funny who got up in the morning and was like, this is a good idea. Like, this is good. We should do
Are there other lounges like this around the country?
Yeah, it's called every Shisha Lounge.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Today's topic, or the video that we're going to talk about, is it's actually from back in our backyard.
Yeah. Oh, we're not in this place. No.
Oh, sorry. No, you didn't hear that.
It's close to us.
But U of W, what's going on? No whites allowed at University of Winnipeg BIPoC Lounge. They could have named it something better, at least.
I wonder what BIPoC stands for.
Yeah.
Intra something.
So, is it in the article?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
BIPoC stands for Mac, so you should do at least that much.
Yeah, sit there and figure something out. While he's doing that,
so let's watch this little clip and then we'll talk about it. Yeah,
yes.
This is hilarious.
But before we start, make sure you guys keep hitting that subscribe button, because yesterday we were at 643.
People, I think, have left. Their subject matter is too heavy.
What is it? Too heavy?
The BIPoC means Black, Indigenous, and other people of color.
So Black, Indigenous, people of color.
Black, Indigenous people.
It's interesting that when they named that lounge, that it took people that long to figure out that it wasn't whites were not allowed in this lounge.
Yeah, so I guess we're getting right into the conversation, but make sure you guys keep.
Thanks for finding that.
Yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Come on,
hit it.
Don't go away. Let's watch.
No whites allowed at the University of Winnipeg's BIPoC Lounge. The University of Winnipeg allows all students to enter and enjoy their BIPoC Lounge so long as they don't identify as white. Inside the University of Winnipeg's Bullman Student Center, the University Students Association opens its BIPoC Lounge every day from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. to serve as a safe space exclusively for students who identify as Black, Indigenous, or a person of color. The University of Winnipeg Student Association claims that the BIPoC Lounge is a dedicated space for people of color to learn and heal through their understandings and experiences as BIPoC. A list of the lounge's rules posted at the entrance clearly states that students who do not identify as Black, Indigenous, or a person of color do not meet the requirements to enter the lounge and are not welcome inside. Now, I identify as a person of color because I'm Latin American. I came to this country as a refugee. And I have a question. What do Canadians think would happen if the reverse was true? If there was a lounge dedicated for white people and it served as a place of healing for them and understanding because of how much Canada's diversity has changed under the Trudeau regime. Do you see where I'm going with this? Is this normal? Does this sound normal to you? As a person of color, as a minority? I have issue with this. I find that insulting. And there's one word that starts with an R and it rhymes with cyst, because that's what's happening right now. And I'm seeing it in different formats, in different ways, and this is not okay.
So I wish I had these back in the day,
Really?
Yeah, I would have felt more welcome, But still was a brown only lounge.
I don't know. I grew up with white people, and I was friends with white people, and
This is ridiculous.
This is crazy.
Okay, I can't believe
we're not being serious.
I can't believe U of W actually allowed it about this. And apparently the Winnipeg Sun reached out to them and they said, what's up?
No comment?
They said, we leased a space so we can't comment on it. But
No,
article
you gotta have-
seems like they are commenting on it.
You gotta have regulations on this kind of stuff, because you can't just... Look, we're color people,
Yeah.
right? As much as it'd be nice to have our
don't
own
see
group,
color.
right? But I don't see color.
I would say color.
We're
I
not
don't see
really.
color in you either.
Yeah. So Mario, first of all, I love his videos because he's always like... Really
He always has a new
straight.
account, doesn't he?
Yeah, because they keep banning him because people keep getting annoyed.
Probably they haven't banned us yet.
Please don't. We just started.
Okay. Give us at least a year.
Let us at least...
Just a year.
Let us at least hit the 1,000 mark, people.
Yes,
Mark.
1,000.
So make sure you hit that subscribe button, by the way.
Yeah.
But it's crazy to me that, like, because Mario he's always, if you watch his TikToks, he's very straightforward. And yes, sometimes he could be a little bit on the race edge side, because especially against the Indians, because he's just not having a fun. He's from Ontario.
I don't think he's... Yeah.
But he makes a valid point.
Yeah.
What if it was the other way around? What if white people, which used to happen against black people, right?
But that was predominantly in the U.S. though, right?
That was in the U.S.
The only other countries that never happened in, right?
No, I know,
Right.
but let's say if our audience was in the
Sure
U.S.
is, yeah.
Okay.
I think we just in Canada think about slavery as just the United States of America, but slavery was everywhere,
You know the one thing I did realize?
and it started in like India and like those types of countries
Mm-hmm.
way before it ever started in the USA,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So going back to this with the lounge.
That was too serious. I took a dark turn. They're like, oh shit, this guy knows all about slavery.
No. Okay. So the thing that we're not, and I understood this a little bit later in life. Our people are not educated, are not educated on the whole slavery
No, there's
generation because it's
it's
hard. Yeah, because of Hollywood.
you just watch movies about slavery and you're like, oh, that's what it. But if you do like an actual, if you study it, it's really crazy. But going back to this thing,
Yes.
this is like, I think it's just like, I think it's a little funny. It's serious because it's not right, but it's funny in the sense that somebody would actually make a lounge specific for colored people here and nobody knew about it. There's been no, and it even says this in the article, like there's been no like uproar, no protests.
Nobody's like talked
But
about
if it was the other way around, there would have been a march at the legislative building by now.
When did this open up?
It's been there for years. It's been there for years.
It's been there for years.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Would you go in a lounge like this?
no, I would go in.
I'd feel safe there, that's for sure.
I don't even know if I would feel
So
safe. I don't even know
All
if I
the
would feel
blacks and I guess the indigenous and the brown people in there, I'd feel like so safe.
I'm more scared of my own people.
I don't really want to go in that kind of lounge. I want white people there. Sorry. It's good to have. I have white friends.
Yeah, it's good to have diversity.
Why would you? This is crazy. Especially, it goes against like the province of Manitoba's like what is it? The code of conduct, right? You can't do this.
You can't.
This is against the law. Huh? Canada's code of conduct, yeah, right. But yeah, it's crazy. I wonder who actually got up in the morning and was like, yeah, this is a good idea. Yeah. Let's lease this. So UWSA, University of Winnipeg Students Association, leases the Bowman Center from UW. So UW has absolutely no idea what's happening inside this area at the university.
But do you not have to like give like a little bit of like an introduction to what you're leasing the space?
So how does no official, like, I'm sure there's a sign that says BIPoC Lounge. What is it? What is it?
BIPoC.
BIPoC. Let's see, there's a sign somewhere, and somebody did a quick Google search like you just did, and it's like, oh, that's what it stands for. Like, you think UW didn't know? Like, how could they have not known? But the problem is, you know what the problem is? I guarantee you, the people that are like a little bit higher up there, they probably are like, oh, you don't want to touch this. If that's what they want to do, let them do it. Like them meaning the indigenous, the blacks, and the browns,
Yeah.
or the colored people. Let's just call it colored.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. What is it? The people of color, right?
Yeah.
Black, indigenous, people of color. Let's just call it people of color. So they probably were just like, they're doing it. Like they know that they knew that they're doing it, but they're just like, let them just like do it. Because it's not scrutinized as much as a white person getting up saying this is a white only lounge. That would be like, you can't do that. You need to stop that right now.
Yeah.
But it's also like there's like a higher percentage of colored people now. So now the university is probably like, oh, they should have their own space. But you can't be, it has the double standard though. Like,
Yeah. You
can't do that. It doesn't make sense.
on one hand, you can't ask to be included in everything and then not include another race. It just doesn't make sense.
It's the same thing as like having like when I went to a similar university, not this one. There was this one. They would have like Indian Student Association,
yeah.
and the Filipinos had their own student association. That's different.
It's
That's to do like
Events.
community event.
Yeah.
And you're not like opening a club in the university where there's an actual physical space that you can't go into. That's ridiculous.
So here's the thing, because here's the difference, right? Like those like Indian Association, those guys, the students associations, right? They're all planning things to educate, because when they hold events,
Yeah.
right, they're allowing other diversities to come and understand how their culture is or whatever, right?
Right.
Like that's how you're kind of opening it up to everybody.
Yeah.
That opens it up. But a lounge like this, where you can allow everybody, but if you're white, you can't be in there. What if you identify as
Surprised white people didn't like. I wonder
Make
who
a
broke
roar.
this news. Somebody obviously, spilled the beans, right? So I'm just wondering, like, how many people actually knew and were just like okay with it or didn't care. But yeah,
Okay, so
yeah,
no.
it's just interesting.
Okay, here it is. So recent reporting by True North
Yeah.
has shed light on a disturbing practice by the University of Winnipeg students. Wait, what is True North doing in this?
I think they have like a group. Anyways,
Okay.
what does it say next?
The operation of a lounge since 2018
Inside the Bowman Center.
inside the Bowman Center. So this has gone on for a while.
That's 6 years now,
Yeah.
going on 7. Crazy. I remember there being like, but there's just so many up in the air now and people of color now that I think they just feel that they can actually do this.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely not right,
No.
That's not being inclusive and all those funny fancy terms.
No, you can't. No matter what, you can't discriminate against any race.
No.
In any way.
No. That's crazy.
Our history's shown that you don't want to do that.
No.
Right.
This is very, very, I mean, it's just wrong.
Yeah.
And I think it's funny in the sense that, well, like U of W,
Allowed
they knew about this for 6 years and they still let it go on. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Right. But I agree with, what's his name? Mario
Mario
name?
Rivas? Mario I don't know.
Yeah.
He just keeps changing his name. He's a business guy. But he's funny. He's racist against Indian people.
Is it really?
He doesn't like Brampton at all. He lives in Ontario.
Oh, he lives in Ontario?
He's not a fan.
Oh, baby. He's in the wild, wild west.
Okay, so here's a question. Like, I have a question. Because has it been no whites the entire time this lounge has been open?
Well, yeah. That's why the lounge was created. It hasn't changed names over the past, or like they haven't rebranded it. It's the same.
No, but that no white is that you decision desire.
No, the the lounge was opened to
For
keep it
that purpose.
for that purpose.
Yeah.
There's no whites at all.
They didn't add it at like recently. From day one, it's been that.
There's been no whites since the start.
You know what it is, though, right? If you open up something like this, let's just be honest, because I've been to universities like this, and if you start something, right, like let's say BIPoC lounge, right, and people, it's not like it's in the middle of the university, everybody's walking by it. Like this specific space is kind of like, it's like in the basement somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
From what I know, it's like not on the main floor of UW. It's like downstairs. So it's kind of hidden. And unless you're like familiar with that area and you're always going there, you wouldn't really think about it. Like you wouldn't like click into your head like, oh, this is that. If you just look at those letters, you don't like associate it with right away like no whites.
Yeah.
But but everybody that goes there is of color, and it's like an underlying thing like, yeah, we know white people don't come here. This is a colored thing. There was rooms at U of W this is going back like 15 years, where there would just be brown people sitting in there. A white person wouldn't even want to walk in there because there's like 20 Indian people sitting in there. So they wouldn't even want to come inside. That area by itself over years and years and years just became a colored person hangout.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. But this is different because this is actually saying this is a lounge. And I think the only reason it's coming out now is that somebody probably somebody's probably a little bit nosy and they're like, what is this? And then there's that one personality that was like, no, I'm going to dig into this now.
I wonder if there was an incident where somebody tried to go in and...
Yeah, if there was an incident, that would be very interesting.
That'd be weird. Yeah, so let us know. Because if you're a student, then hopefully you guys watch our channel here, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm really on that today.
We're going to really...
We gotta get that balance. Yeah, get in your heads. I wonder if there's any students that actually in that club or whatever that group is.
Yeah.
I wonder if you're gonna sign up or do you just show up?
I think you just show up.
You just show up, and then if a white person shows up, you just turn them around at the door.
I don't think there's like an entrance. There's an entrance, but I don't think there's like somebody sitting there. You just walk in. It's like an open area.
So what happens if a white person does walk in?
I don't know. They'd probably say, I mean,
Please
that would
leave?
be crazy if somebody said leave. I'd be like, what?
Yeah.
I'll be like, no, thanks. I'll stay.
I would
go to
That would be weird.
We should go to.
We should go check it
BIPoC
out.
Lounge.
Yeah.
We're gonna go do an episode from there.
We got time.
Pack it up. We're going.
Let's go do it there.
go
With the
do it.
students in the back.
Yeah. These people, we should get a lot of white people behind us and be like, these people want to get inside this club. We want them to get inside this club.
We're people of color. We stand for white
We
people.
stand for them behind us.
We stand for white people. Actually, all our TikTok audience
They're all
probably
white.
just
Actually, 90% of our following is white people.
so.
Our board is white.
Yeah.
You know, it's,
We don't consider ourselves white, bro. Yesterday I got called the N-word.
by who?
It's a crazy story, and I don't know if I can get into it right now because
You should get into it.
it's a little weird because I was telling him yesterday, but I got called the N-word. And here's the thing. This is when I was like, it's so normalized in our
Sand N-word or just N-word?
the N-word.
Okay.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Like,
I
road rage?
no.
Where was it then?
It was on the road, let's just say that.
Okay.
Okay. Which like in our culture,
Yeah.
in Indian culture,
Yeah.
it's so normalized, that word. Like if
Yeah.
you listen to the music,
Yeah.
it's just and I don't know if we have the ultimate pass. Like I've been given the pass, but I've never say I never say it.
I can't say that word.
I can't even.
It's not even natural to say that. It's not,
No.
This feels wrong.
And when I was growing up, there was a lot of my friends were black,
Yeah.
and they take that word very seriously.
Some of them do, yeah.
Some are, like, I don't know how some people, but I got that call. I called that. Got called that. Yeah.
We'll do a video on that too.
And yeah, we should. But
Going
White
back
people-
to the BIPoC Lounge, yeah. We need a representative from the BIPoC Lounge to reach out to us, and then we need I'll just get a friend to come. He's pretty outspoken about white people. I'll bring him on. We should have a debate.
let's do it.
BIPoC versus white.
Yeah. And
Do this.
what happens now? Do they close the lounge?
Oh, they're gonna. I hope they
Investigate it?
like they just get blasted. I wonder who started this thing. Let's wonder who got up in the morning and was like, this is a good idea. Like, this is good. We should do.
Are there other lounges like this around the country?
Yeah, it's called every shisha lounge. Every hookah bar in the city is BIPoC.
No.
Every hookah lounge in the city is like another BIPoC lounge. Let's be honest. It's just like unsaid. I'm just kidding. I know some business owners that are in that, so that's not true. But people that are from people of color just like doing shisha, so it just kind of is that. But
I think it's a part of their culture, right? A lot.
yeah, it's part of the culture, so that's fine. That was a joke.
Take it as
It was a joke.
people.
Yeah.
I think we got enough.
What else? Isn't it crazy though? I think
This is crazy. This is crazy.
and it's like here. I mean,
It's
not
2024.
It's 2024.
Okay, I understand.
But it's getting worse though. It's not. It's not once a year.
No.
Look at the time that we're living in.
we're supposed to be growing.
No,
As
they're-
a human species, we're supposed to be growing.
We're nosediving like at the speed of light.
And we
Get like racial inequality and stuff. It's like look at the videos that we're watching every day on TikTok, man, or even on YouTube. Half the videos that we make are about like these stories that are coming out. Like it's not like I think that too. It's 2024. It should be better. I think there was like a time maybe 15 years ago where it was like good. It wasn't like horrible. I think recently it's just gotten a lot worse.
I just don't understand when is that time gonna come where people are just gonna have to realize that
Never.
hey,
It'll never come.
before anything,
Yeah.
either we're like humans,
Yeah.
right, and other species were humans. Color has nothing to do with this,
That never happened. That's been
right?
happening
The region that you got born in, and that's the color.
Right.
Like, the whole history.
based on luck.
Yeah,
Complete luck.
that's it.
Yeah. But
Right.
but you can't, that's from like day one since like,
Yeah, maybe on
it's always been color and stuff. We're not going to get past that, but we can also stop opening up lounges
yeah.
that, push that message home even further. Anyways, we need BIPoC representatives to reach out to us.
We need anybody. Just reach out.
We need your side of the story here. This is This is
This is
very,
interesting.
very funny.
This is very interesting. I'm gonna keep an eye on it to see if it gets close.
We'll do a follow-up story on
Let's do a
BIPoC.
follow-up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll see you guys in the next episode. Have a good weekend. Make sure you guys keep hitting that subscribe button. I think we'll post the one on the weekend. Maybe we'll see. You guys will see it.
And send us topics. So if you have a video you want us to talk about, send it on over.
Yeah, we have our email addresses on all our social.
We'll
platforms.
forward it on Instagram.
Yeah, or forward it. We'll do a story on it. It'll be fun. You know, you want to give us comments. Cool.
Cool.
Otherwise, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.